So on Monday night this week, I had a taco pie. I think it was called crustless taco pie. And it turned out really good. It's not the prettiest in my picture, but it turned out really good. The first thing we're gonna need to do is make the taco seasoning. This is similar to my taco seasoning, but I think actually next time I'm gonna make my own taco seasoning. So you need 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, a tablespoon of salt, a tablespoon of pepper, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of oregano, and then just like a dash of cayenne pepper. So once you have all that done, then you're going to want to go ahead and brown up your ground beef. I'm using this 93.7 lean grass-fed ground beef. So I'm just going to cook that up here in my pan. And once it's about halfway cooked up, I'm going to add in the taco seasonings. So while the ground beef is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and get the topping done. So you need 6 whole eggs. So I'm going to go ahead and crack those into my bowl here. And to that, then you need to add in some minced garlic. And then also 1 cup of heavy cream will go into here. And then you just want to go ahead and give that a really good stir till the eggs are nice and incorporated. And it'll look like this. So now I am adding in that taco seasoning now that the meat is mostly done. So I'm just going to stir that around, get all the spices incorporated, and then I will work on the next part. So to a pie dish, and this is just like a 9-inch, I think it's the, what do you call that? The 9-inch deep dish. I'm just putting in the taco meat that is all done and cooked through. And then on top of that, I'm going to go ahead and add in that egg and heavy whipping cream mixture. And then on top of that, I'm adding on the cheese. So you need 1 cup of packed shredded cheese. So it said to really pack the shredded cheese in your measuring cup. So that is what I had done. I had measured that out. So I'm just, and this is Colby Jack. You can use whatever kind of cheese. I think this actually asked for just Monterey Jack cheese, but I couldn't find any in my store. And so I just shredded up some Colby Jack cheese. And then once that's done, you're going to go ahead and put that into a 350-degree oven and cook it for 30 minutes. I forgot to show you what it looks like after it comes out, but here's someone else's plate. It has a really good cross section, so I want you to be able to see that. But here's my plate. I did have 1 tablespoon of sour cream on top of it, and it turned out fantastic. So on this next night, I had a burger in a bowl, and I just used those Mighty Spark burgers that I showed in my grocery haul video, and I kind of made a little burger sauce. So this is just mayo, some sriracha, some sugar-free ketchup, and then a little bit of garlic powder and onion powder. Really good, really good on my salad. So that is what I had. Also, there's pickles, tomatoes, there's cheese and avocado in my burger in the bowl as well. Okay, so for dinner this night, I made a salsa verde creamy chicken. For some reason, I thought I didn't record this recipe, but I did. So in my skillet here, I have some boneless, skinless chicken breast. I did use a little bit of avocado oil in the pan. And then I am using the Trader Joe's seasoning salt on top and just sprinkling that all over that. So I'm just going to cook these breasts on both sides until they are about 3 to 4 minutes. They don't have to be completely cooked through, but I made sure they were mostly cooked through. And then to that same pan, and I didn't add any more oil or anything, but to that same pan, I'm adding in some sliced red onions. So I'm going to go ahead and cook those around a little bit and let them caramelize. And then to the pan, I'm adding in some of this Trader Joe's salsa verde sauce. So this recipe called for diced green chilies, but I only bought a small can and I needed a bigger can, so I thought I would just substitute the salsa verde sauce, so I did. So I'm just stirring that around, and I'm going to go ahead and let that cook until the onions are kind of caramelized. And then to that, I'm adding in 4 ounces of third less fat cream cheese. So I will stir that up until it is nice and creamy. It took about 4 or 5 minutes or so to get it all dissolved on there really nicely. So then once it looks like that, you're going to add your chicken back in and cook your chicken until it's cooked through if it wasn't already, and then it is ready to go. Again, this is not one of those pretty dishes, but it turned out really good, and I also paired it with a side of broccoli. So I will have the recipe down below as well as the points and the calories and carbs for this recipe.
I see the light inside your eyes. You make me feel like